All right, everybody, hi, this is Edpuzzle number 18, and what we're going to do is I'm going to go over the answers to test number 1 so that if anyone has any questions, they can get those resolved here. And this one is for extra credit. All right, so what I asked you to do on the first one was to find the slope, and so you were supposed to pick 2 points. So you could have picked this one as a point. As long as it goes through the crosses, it would count. So that would count as a point. Let me pick a different color. That would count. This one would not because it's in the middle. This one would. So the rise, what is the rise? The rise is 2. What about the run? How many does it go sideways? This is the run. Just 1. So some people, if you put your answer as 1/2, it's wrong because it needs to be the rise over the run. So this way over this way. So the correct answer is 2/1. All right, next one. Let me clear. Same thing here. You pick 2 points. Tell me how many does it rise over the run. So let's pick some points. That would count as a point. This would not because it misses. The cross would be here. The cross would be there. This goes through the middle. That goes through the middle. This one would count. So let's see how many does it rise. 1, 2, 3. How many does it run? 1, 2. So is my slope 2/3 or 3/2? It's 3/2 because it's how many it rises over the run. So it's supposed to be 3/2. All right, next one. Right here, same thing. You pick 2 points, rise over run. There's a point. There's a point. It rises 3/1, 3/1, or just 3. Okay, let me clear my drawings. Same thing here. Rise over run. That's a point. That is not a point. That's not a point. The cross is there. The cross is up here. That's a point. So it rises 1. And how many does it run? Count. So is it 4/1 or 1/4? It's supposed to be 1/4 because it's the rise over the run. That's what it was supposed to be. All right, next one. Okay, here's the movement. So if your slope is positive, you're supposed to be going up. So that's the top number. So it was 1 up, 3 to the right. And there's no left unless you need to go backwards, which I think I put in the problem unless you don't need to go backwards. If it's negative, then you go down. Now, when your slope is just a 3, then the number at the top is 3/1. So your slope is 3/1, which means it's positive. So if it's positive, you're going to go up. It's the number at the top, which is 3. So 3 up, 1 to the right. That's what you were supposed to have done. All right, let me scroll down. Okay, this one's -7/3. So for this one, it's negative. So the top number is 7 down. That's the number at the top is 7. So that's how many you go down, and then 3 to the right. Now, if your slope is 0, you don't go any up, you don't go any down. So you could say 0 up and down. You just go 1 to the right. You just go sideways. If you had said sideways, I would have counted that right also. All right. Okay, for this one, the slope is a number in front of the x. Slope is coefficient of x. So this one, the slope is 5. Okay, and the y-intercept, the number without x or y, there's no number there. So nothing, the number for nothing is 0. So the y-intercept is 0 because there's no number there. For b, what's the slope for b? It's the one in front of the x. So the slope is 4. The y-intercept is -5. If you put +5, it would have been wrong because a minus makes it a -5. So the correct answer is -5. So remember, slope is in front of the x, so it would have been 3 here, and -4 is the y-intercept. Here, this is really important. When it's sideways like this, it's a horizontal line. Your slope is 0. And then you write an equation as y equals. It goes through the 2, so it would be a y equals equation. Anytime that happens, it's a y equals equation. And let's do the up and down. If it's up and down a vertical line, that means your slope is undefined. And then you write an x equals equation. There's no y value for this one, so it goes to a -3. So it'd be x equals -3. Anytime it's an up and down vertical line, your slope is undefined. All right, I think I asked you for the y-intercept here on this one. And the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis, which would be right there at 3. That's your y-intercept, +3. For this one, it crosses right there at -3. And that was the last question. So make sure you start on test number 2, please.